Have you ever wondered why you can perfectly remember the lyrics to a song you haven't heard in years, but completely blank on what you studied yesterday? It's not because your memory is bad. In fact, your brain is frighteningly good at remembering things. Just maybe not the things you desperately need it to remember right now. And I can assure you, this is probably the only method you'll ever need. Your reading game is straight up broken, and you know it. You sit there, eyes moving over the words, but your brain switched off. Ever wonder why, even after reading, you forget everything, like it never even happened? I'll tell you why. Because you've been deceived. There are thousands of videos out there selling you a fantasy. You've tried that garbage. And guess what? You're still here, still drowning, still searching for answers. And if you think watching this video alone is going to magically fix your memory, just leave right now, because I'm going to tell you exactly what works. It's simple, it's realistic, but it sure as hell ain't comfortable. Let's talk about the one thing you keep running from. You think you need some elite CIA-level brain hacks? Some next-level memory technique? Hell no. What you need is to stop being a coward and embrace the one thing that actually works: repetition. Repetition is the magic weapon you keep ignoring while you chase shortcuts like a desperate fool. You've convinced yourself you're dumb, that you've got some kind of brain defect. You don't. You don't lack intelligence. You lack consistency. You lack discipline. Still think you just can't memorize stuff? Then answer me this. How the hell do you know the lyrics to 100 songs? How do you remember every scene and every dialogue from your favorite show? It ain't some mystical power. It's repetition. You think top students are just built different? Nah, bro. They just don't sit around like lazy sacks. They review their material more times than you check your ex's Instagram. That's the only difference. And before you start crying about, "I don't have time," shut that weak excuse down right now. You've got time to scroll through 57 mind-numbing YouTube shorts, but you can't spare 15 minutes to review your notes? Stop lying to yourself. Here's the no BS blueprint you need to follow. Day 1, the brain shock treatment. Read that chapter 4 to 6 times straight. No breaks, no excuses. Burn it into your skull. Your brain needs to understand. You're not casually reading. You're declaring war on forgetfulness. After that, take a short break. Then read it again with 100% locked-in focus. Don't just read. Tear it apart. Analyze it like your future depends on it. Ask the big questions. What does this mean? Why does it matter? How does it connect? Now here's the cheat code most people are too lazy to use. AI. Take a picture of the page. Upload it to ChatGPT and tell it to explain it so simply a 5-year-old could understand it. Forget those outdated mind maps. This is straight up superior. Then ask the AI to generate every possible question from the text. Once you've got that, write your own notes, in your own words. This step is non-negotiable. Day 2, cement it. Go over your notes 2 to 3 times, minimum. If you're still struggling, repeat it more. Your goal is to make this information as familiar as your own name. Day 3, optional, but don't be soft. If you're confident, skip it. If not, do another sharp revision session. Day 4, deep lockdown. Reanalyze everything. Read it twice, once in the morning, once before bed. But this time, don't just read. Question it. Connect ideas. Break it down. This is where you make sure it's not sitting in your short-term memory, but engraved deep in your brain. Day 5, rapid-fire revision and the audio hack. Revisit the material 1 to 2 times, then use text-to-speech software to turn your notes into an audiobook. Now, instead of wasting time on brain-rotting distractions, listen to it while walking, while eating, even in the shower. Let that information marinate in your mind 24 hours a day. Day 6, the final test. This is the moment of truth. Review your notes like you're cramming for the most important exam of your life. But don't just read. Teach it. Explain it to someone. Or record yourself acting like a professor. If you can explain it without looking at your notes, congratulations. You don't just remember it. You own that knowledge. Now repeat this entire process 2 to 3 times per week for just 1 month. If you follow this like a religion, you'll be stunned by how much you retain. No more blanking. No more forgetting. I know you probably expected some flashy techniques, but why waste your time chasing mental tricks? When 80 to 90% of your results come from straight-up repetition, I didn't bother throwing in useless habits like sticky notes or highlighting your textbook. Because honestly, that's just decoration. Nothing beats repetition and consistency. And let's not forget the real secret: commitment. You can binge watch 1,000 videos on this topic, but if you're not deliberately and consistently putting in the effort to change, even God himself couldn't help you. I hope this video actually moved you. If it did, hit that subscribe button, and maybe we'll cross paths again. Now, go get to work.